As an aspiring writer, it's my goal, my greatest dream, to have my work read by millions. Except for my mother, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins, my husband, my son, my gym buddies, Uncle Bob. Hi, I'm Lulu and welcome to my channel. A friend once asked me what I write about, at which point my stomach clenched, my face started burning up, and all I could mumble out in reply was, I don't know, like wizards and shit. That's probably the most I have spoken aloud about my writing. I do share some of my work with some online critique groups, and I've worked with a developmental editor a few times, but that's different. For one thing, it's an equivalent exchange of critique for critique, or a business deal with the promise of monetary remuneration for services rendered. But more than that, it's impersonal. I don't have to look these people in the eye as they tell me about how much I suck and everything I did wrong. It is not so with family and friends. I can't even show my writing to my husband, which annoys him knowing that there's people out there who have become more familiar with that secret part of myself than he is. But as I explained to him, if you were to have a colonoscopy, who would you rather have perform it? A doctor who you never have to see in any other circumstance? Or me? Yeah, he never answered the question, but by the horrified look on his face, I inferred it anyway. Which, yes, getting a developmental edit is a bit like a literary colonoscopy. But this begs the question, why are writers so insecure about their work? It could be a fear of failure, except there are a lot of highly successful authors out there who have these same struggles. One might also argue it's a fear of criticism, except I've shared my work with others, received criticism, and adapted my work accordingly. I do not mind this criticism from people I don't know or ever have to meet. And I actually suspect that nobody I know personally could give me honest criticism. They'd either be too nice to say anything mean, or they'd be so blinded by our relationship that they'd honestly think that whatever crap I'd written was amazing. I think, in the end, there's just some part of me, a part of many of us, that feels like we're not so much sharing our work with others, but inflicting it on others. This all goes back to that lack of self-esteem that I've mentioned in previous videos, but creatives seem to be especially inflicted with it. And honestly, what I think we need is a major ego check. And a lot of you out there will probably balk at my suggestion that we have an ego to begin with. I mean, this whole rant has been about how insecure we all are. But that's part of our ego and how very, very fragile it is. You don't have to be a pompous jerk to think they're God's gift to the literary world to have an ego. We all have one, and it's a delicate little daisy that wilts under the mildest sunlight. If we want to succeed and make strides in our goals, we have to let that ego go. Yeah, that's easy enough to say. Now what are you gonna do about it? But that's just this writer's opinion. What about you guys? Do you share your work with friends and family? Do you think they're honest with any criticism? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and I'll see you in the next video.